So this is what I've been calling the Kenai SP bleached and not bleached filamentous reds, red on the waterline, soft brown near shore,
and it's all a
34. This is eelgrass all across the toe of the beach, and it's showing up a nice bright emerald green, not encrusted at all, mixed over with, this is all soft brown, this is eelgrass and soft brown.
Nice little pocket beach here.
It's a bit sparser at the actual delta toe there, and then it's thick again over here, eelgrass.
Eelgrass going right up.
Bedrock is covered with Fucus barnacle in the upper and the filamentous reds in the lower.
Medium sand down low.
Now, is that a camp or is that snow? It's snow.
Snow right down at the
quite a bit of Fucus. There's a vessel, a very small one.
Sand granular beach face, pebble veneer.
There's the kayaks up there.
Pebble cobble veneer.
And the drowned forest, the standing trees and the log line.
Oh, there's a cabin in there.
Wow, lovely spot. Crappy place to keep a boat though.
Beach face.
35.
Sand, cobble.
Fucus all across the flats. Mussel, blue mussel.
Here across the flats.
Eelgrass all along here, soft browns. Eelgrass all along. Eelgrass showing up incredibly bright emerald green. It's 36.
Extremely low sea level.
Barnacles, filamentous reds, filamentous green, eelgrass. Zostera along here. Barracaria showing up quite clearly as well. Fucus, filamentous reds at the waterline. Soft brown. That's neat, the filamentous reds, but it's all a very low turf, not very lush, not very thick and luxuriant, but it's probably, moderately diverse in species. Black Barracaria band. Oops, into the fog here. That's a filamentous reds at the water's edge with filamentous green. Beautiful eelgrass bed right beneath us. That's a pretty nice little spot in there. Oh, incredible. Eelgrass there.
And I can get this one. Yeah.
37. Ooh, a whole bunch of seals. Bleached reds there with not bleached reds. A fantastic avalanche plunge pool. It's like a roller coaster. You can imagine those huge boulders just coming, shooting down there and crashing into the water. Woo! Switching to roll 9. Quite rich looking reds at the waterline along here, but still a low turf of diatoms and small reds. Mussels. Roll 9, number 1. It's Fucus barnacle mussels, and then reds, diatoms at the waterline. To look for the near shore again here. Let's see. Really, the water's quite milky. I would say there's some alaria here, but it's dominated by reds, not browns.
Looks good. Audio check looks good.
Few harlequins.
Getting a lot of wind noise today. Different sort of wind pattern around the helicopter.
Mussel.
Pretty common here right
Black,
now.
blue mussels there.
We're in a
Barnacle band. There's a few Nereocystis plants.
I can see surge reaching into the shoreline.
Let's try another low and slow. In front of rock platforms, and where it's looking quite lush. That's what I need to look at. Really black, thick of the mussel band. Beaches are bare here.
Mixed in with the boulder cobble.
There's a few of a feathery brown, Cystocyra type. Wow, there's the Alaria out of the water now, mixed with reds. A bit slower. And really black of the mussels. There's the Physaster showing up. That's amazing. And bleached reds, number two, roll 9. Alaria mixed with other laminarans and some of the feathery type, the Cystocyra type.
A little bit of pebble.
Real mixture of filamentous reds, some bleached, some not bleached. The fucus above that, mussel barnacle, number 3. Thanks, Arnie, that's great. Continuous frosting of barnacles mixed with patches of blue mussel. Wow, there's the bleached filamentous reds at the waterline, laminarans, soft brown. Campsite. Water's a bit clearer. There's a few patches of eelgrass and clearly, no, it's a patchy soft brown band. Where it's occurring, it's quite lush. Soft brown on the toe of this little delta. Eelgrass, flock of mergansers. I'm really impressed with how green, emerald green the eelgrass is looking. Really great. There's a few tents very close to the edge of the bank.
And again, we'll probably do a
this is eelgrass all across the toe. And a little bit of blue mussel up there on the flats and a few fucus, but really the dominating feature here is the eelgrass. Fantastic eelgrass bed, really thick, bright green, beautiful storm berm. Somebody's unzipping, looking out. Photo 4. And you can see how the logs are.
I got 2 flippers.
Oh, that's great. They followed all the rules and hung their bags way back there, away from their tent. Yeah. It's photo 5.
Really good shot of this eelgrass here.
Yeah, it's fantastic, eh?
Yeah.
It's photo 6. Yeah, I was always very nervous about leaving my food in the klepper because I knew that animals wouldn't hesitate to rip the boat up.
I'm sure they have bears down there.
Beautiful fucus band on the bedrock out here, but the beaches between are bare and really? It's a beautiful soft brown band. There's snow right to the high water line.
This is all pebble boulder or cobble boulder
Photo 8.
Over the beaches on those avalanche deposits. Fine material's been winnowed out.
Back to the filamentous reds at the waterline here. Fucus is a bit sparser. Near shore soft brown.
That's
continuous actually. There's on the boulder.
Any place you want.
Barnacle frosting, that's neat because the fucus has kind of disappeared and it's filamentous red across the lower. A little bit of bleached greens. nice little complex here. This is a couple of otters. Just a bit closer would be good, please.
Yeah, we can give this rock a miss.
This is Alaria type at the waterline. Quite a bit of swell there.
Closer, closer, closer.
9, photo 9. Wow, there's those great patches in the blue mussels. That's Alaria type at the waterline and really black blue mussels. Photo 10. Alaria at the waterline with stock brown. So that would be a bit of a chocolate brown band on the outside there. Woohoo! And there's quite a bit of reds mixed with it. This is a lovely complex little area. Nereocystis patch there. Filamentous reds at the waterline. Beautiful, beautiful mixture. This is actually quite diverse. And there's the Alaria dominating as we come out to an area of more swell. Patch, it's really impressive, the patches of missing blue mussels, photo 11. This is Alaria type mixed with reds at the waterline. Coralline reds, that is. Really stringy looking.
Bedrock.
There's the blue mussels with big patches missing. Chocolate brown at the waterline. Quite complex, all these little rocky reefs. Lots of blue mussels with big patches.
Yeah. Oh, boulder in that beach. Oh, actually, there's a little granular up to the left. Tucked in some of the sea caves. Very granulated shoreline.
And higher wave exposure. This is all a Alaria type at the waterline. Alaria with coralline reds.
Here we've got pebble matrix.
I think we're ready for another lower and slower too. The wave exposure's changed, so this is a totally different species assemblage out here. There's some caves. And Alaria, stock browns, coralline reds. There's the Alaria in the swell. And lots of little cave, polished rocks on the beach there. And what do we got here? Alaria, coralline reds, a few eroded looking stock browns, just showing there's a few Nereocystis plants. And it's definitely barnacle, thick barnacles in the midsection and the blue mussels above. Thank you. Frosting of barnacles here, much sparser around as soon as we come around the point there. So wave exposure has declined slightly. Few nearshore Nereocystis plants. Not much though. It's quite a bit sparser looking in the nearshore underwater.
This is a granular matrix in amongst the boulders.
So back into the darkness here. Photo 16. Barnacle frosting across the beach and getting 16.
That's a sand granular beach face.
Soft browns at the waterline. I would call that
wow, what a
continuous along this little bit here. There's also some filamentous reds. Fucus above that. And
these are
notice that the blue mussels have disappeared here. A little delta with quite a high beach berm. There are soft browns and eelgrass in front of the beach. 13. How could I be going backwards? I'm not going backwards. That was 13. The other one was a mistake. Wow. It's a funny smokehouse. There's an attic. Only thing left of the cabin is a dandy roof. Wow, this is a surprising little bay. There's that gigantic waterfall you were talking about, you know. A little bit of eelgrass there. Beautiful soft browns, filamentous greens and diatoms.
Yeah, we will have to go in there.
That was 14. Wow, look at that. That is an avalanche delta over there in photo 15. Soft browns should disappear. There's still soft browns, really narrow Varicaria, and then it's a fucus band. It's diatoms at the waterline. See the downdraft, the avalanche divots. Wow, something's very strange about the color of the shoreline there. Here's an avalanche divots. Oh no, it's rained on my lens. 616. Time for a daub. Let's see. Wow, incredible. Those are wheeled vehicle tracks across the marsh there. Incredible avalanche tracks. Wow.
Off to the margins here. Most of the delta is a sand matrix, but you can see the avalanche.
Wow, the debris and avalanche chunks there.
Sand,
17.
Mostly sand with a couple of
That's a definitely old quad tracks or across the marsh there. And funny, that's a very odd.
Huge deposits there.
Oh, wow, that's an avalanche berm. Hokey Dinah. Ooh, look at that.
Arnie, can you kind of drift right so I can get this channel as we go out?
Here's this incredible long veil of falls. 19. Wow, and look at that. That's another avalanche cone. It's hard to believe.
Going straight for here, so I want to, when we go by, I'll film the whole entrance. Yeah. This is your rocky ramp shoreline with intermittent boulder cobble veneer.
Slightly regaining my composure.
Huge tree soak.
Spectacular.
Another avalanche deposit.
Fucus filamentous greens at the waterline there, and another incredible avalanche plunge pool. 21.
Very large deposit.
Here's one here too in 22. This is soft browns all along here. Filamentous reds at the waterline. Diatoms as well.
Very narrow intertidal.
Narrow Varicaria band. There is barnacles under the fucus here.
Shoreline,
filamentous reds at the waterline. Diatoms. And soft brown below that. Patches of blue mussel on that reef. Bedrock's different. It's a different color. Filamentous reds at the waterline.
Very large avalanche come through here in debris flows. Narrow intertidal, rocky ramp shoreline.
Barnacles, the blue mussel are quite sparse.
bedrock ram shoreline.
But it's filamentous red at the waterline.
Pretty good here.
I could see several different types, bleached and not bleached together. And there's a patchy soft brown band below that.
And we got boulder beaches.
Changes on these, the non-bedrock here.
Pebble sand matrix and that little delta.
Filamentous red still dominating at the waterline. And there's some soft browns. They look a bit further down, a little deeper for some reason. Wow, that's the undercut at the waterline at the splash Varicaria band. Yeah, that's weird. It's almost like it's some kind of solution weathering this bedrock. The Varicaria is looking very black, which is no mean feat because this rock is already quite black. Coming out.
Any place you want to break off and get this island here?
It's a small Alaria, filamentous reds.
A little bit of sand
near shore.
Down below.
Oh. Soft browns near shore.
With bubble up high.
Otters. Big pup.
Boulder grading down to pebble granular.
It's a deep cave.
It's sea caves.
Ooh, it's quite gusty, windy.
Or at least in the first big one there.
Alaria, chocolate browns, reds at the waterline. Not chocolate browns, but it's actually it is quite lush looking. There's a few Nereocystis plants, not many. Alaria in the swash, a whole bunch of harlequins. I wonder if these guys are flightless. I think they might be.
Yeah,
They're making really tight groups together. Barnacle frosting with blue mussels in the upper and a few fucus. And then there's a beautiful soft brown band at the waterline there.
Yeah, that's Adriani.
23. Pretty close to our gas. Barnacle frosting. I can see each individual fucus plant. It's actually kind of a diversity of browns here.
Sediment beaches.
And big rock platform. Ooh, a big eelgrass bed in front of the rock platform. There's bleached reds showing up a beautiful gold and yellow color. Wow, a huge eelgrass bed there.
Our fuel, little creek mouth there.
20.
And delta.
24.
Pebble veneer over the sand granular sediment.
So we are going to stop and fill up, is that right?
Not really. I thought we'd go on. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you look at the map, Mary, just to see whether that makes sense? I was thinking I don't know whether we can get done with McCarty Fjord, but would be.
Well, we won't be far away because we'll just be on the other side here.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can image for another 2 hours. So we'll have to come back sometime, but...
Okay. Oh, suddenly out into much higher wave exposure. A bit lower and a bit closer, please. Yeah, because we'll just be on the other side here. There's some stock browns showing up, Laminaria Cicelli type.
I can shoot that.
And this is like, we're getting right into the best part of the tide here.
With cobble veneer.
Yeah, well, don't do anything that you don't want to do. That is Lysoniopsis there showing, and mixed with what I've been calling Laminaria Cicelli, stalked brown of some type.
We can to be higher if you can go up higher. Or do you want to be down low, Mary?
Yeah, but it's actually really gusty here, so it's a little nerve-wracking. Lysoniopsis showing there on the inside of that reef. 25. Anytime you want to go back up, Arnie's good. And so real chocolate browns, and still the patchiness of the blue mussels is impressive. The patches that are missing, 26. So quite a prominent feature. Wow, is that ever neat? A black sand beach, just the way the color of this, of the foam is on it.
It's not too bad.
Blowing the fog away, that's good. The barnacle frosting throughout. I think that small Alaria way up high, almost up to the bottom of where the blue mussels are. It's got lots of sea arches here. Out on the outside is Lysoniopsis browns, coral and red, and barnacle mussel above that, 27. Quite a very wide splash zone. This would be a high wave exposure, E. Kind of a sparse looking. Yeah, wow. Heavy rain showers up ahead.
That looks nasty.
There's gulls nesting way up high again on that cliff. Dozens of little arches and 28.
Yeah.
Chocolate browns at the waterline there with barnacles above it, and lots of the mussels are all in patches and clumps missing. Chocolate brown is dominating along here.
This bay that we're going into is...
so as soon as we come around this point, the splash zone has narrowed. It's still fairly exposed here, though. The Krish all sorts rocks. A few Nereocystis plants. Bare on the sand and boulders is quite bare looking. It's be an Alaria type at the waterline. Just flew into a really heavy rainpour. The bedrock's looking scoured and clean there between the sand. There's a Nereocystis bed on the point we just went over. The bedrock's looking all polished, shiny. And out to this point here, the sun is almost breaking through.
Very wide spray zone.
That's Alaria type with coral and reds and millions of Lysaster, which would help account for the skinniness of the mussel band in the upper top of the barnacles. Mussels are retreating up as high as they can manage, I guess.
A lot of this on this side of
it's really quite bare in the midsection, and I can see lots of pale purple Lysaster jammed in the crevices and cracks. So bedrock looks a bit different again here.
Very narrow intertidal zone.
Photo 29. Nearshore Nereocystis plants. They all look eroded though, not very shiny brown, not chocolatey brown at all. Each individual Nereocystis plant showing up nicely there. Alaria at the waterline with reds, coral and reds, and non-coral and reds. Mid-intertidal is quite bare, but for barnacle, there's a few small greens and probably a few small reds growing on it as well. And the mussel band is at the very top of the barnacle, and it's quite patchy.
These are pebble matrix on these pocket beaches.
Nearshore Nereocystis, lots of Lysaster. They're very discreet, those Pysastra, though. They're a very pale color. Woo! Sunny! There's a little cave arch. There's the circle for a while.
Boulder beaches.
30.
Boulder.
Near shore, Nereocystis. Shiny.
There's got to be a rainbow someplace.
It's an otter. Some otter sleeping in the kelp bed. Wow, the rock is so polished, it's shining. The sun is glinting off it. Little white stray lines in the bedrock. Say mussels at the very top of the barnacle band. Midsection is barnacle with lots of small reds and filamentous greens.
Pebble granular pocket beach. Right?
Wow, is that ever a cool rainbow? It's flying with us.
That's a granular pocket beach. A little bit of boulder up high. Granular
it's
pocket.
It's an otter. He's asleep. Sound asleep. I think he's got his hands over his ears. Barnacle. Wave exposure's going down. There's clumps of what I wanted to call Simon Vera, the large browns. There's a big flock of mergansers. I wonder if these guys are flightless too. I think these ducks are molting and they can't fly, and that's why they're all in these really tight rafts. We've seen mergansers and harlequins like the same way, and they're not taking off. They're just rushing around together in little swimming bunches. Near shore, Nereocystis plants, but still bare beaches in between, so it's reds and Alaria type at the waterline on the bedrock patches. Lots of bedrock that's been scoured, polished, clean.
Matrix on these guys. Here we're...
This beach is completely bare with patchy soft brown and a few Nereocystis plants. But the beach is bare. Wow, it's a big lagoon.
You can slide just a bit right so I can get in this channel.
This is a flood tide delta.
And
wow.
Stream up to the right here.
This is very thick blue mussels on outflow. Yeah, it's really strong current. It's just like a salt river. Incredible blue mussel bed there.
These beach faces are
thick mucus on top.
Here, a little wetland up top.
31 pressure waves around the top of that island in the outflow channel.
I'm going to be closer, slower.
And a little bit of that
was all pebble up high.
drowned forest along here. A little delta.
We've got to be a delta here.
Eyes are playing tricks. It's not eelgrass. It's just different colors in the water. Drowned forest. And fucus. A few mussels there. Mostly bare. This is a really cool lagoon. Surrounded by this drowned forest and trees.
Lagoon, so that sort of
water is very milky.
The high silt. Yeah, go figure. Pebble.
Drowned forest. Is that ever?
I think we can get away without it here. What do you think, Mayor?
Right, stay on course here. 33. no loop.
Okay.
There's quite a few mallards over there. Really flat delta. This is ponded here with just a few eelgrass plants there.
Double cobble veneer on the beach.
So each title's quite sparse. Yeah, when we come back up, we'll make a loop around the mouth here. I'm looking for eelgrass. I don't actually see any. Oh, it's a very cool place. It's kind of backwards, this feature here.
Yeah. We got wetlands. This is the backside of the
spit. Filamentous greens. There's some eelgrass. Encrusted looking eelgrass here. Very strange the way the swash bars are. Here's another little outflow of this little area of the lagoon here. Eelgrass there.
Yeah,
so mergansers with her baby. 34.
Yeah, probably washed through, but generally the main
really neat pressure waves.
Is over here to the left. Yep.
Blue mussels really, really thick.
I'm going to want to do a loop kind of around this mouth of this thing, but we'll go out a little bit further and be looking in.
Yeah, very strong current, isn't it?
That should be good.
Flood tide delta.
Yeah, very strong currents here, big flat.
Incredible streaming out.
A lot of algae beds down below. Good view of that spit. Cobble boulder material on the spit. Can we just stay up in altitude here until we get to the end of the spit?
35. Very complex of backward spits.
The flat out.
Yeah.
Flat out front is covered with boulder cobble. You can see a large Tombolo wave shadow feature. There's a
seal under the water. Large browns there. Wow, incredible Tombolo complex. 36. Wow, look at the pattern on the beach there.
Now, do you want to go around that lagoon, or can we go, Mary? Little lagoon in the spit here.
Oh, let's just go to the
okay.
That bit of water there. Yeah, I've got a film change to do here, so I won't do that. I'll just look out the window. And it's drowned forest with a real complex of these flats and drying banks. And
yeah, cut right down the trees there is good.
There is a bit of eelgrass up in this lagoon here. There's a big kind of weird float thing.
Very complex.
Filamentous greens, diatoms, fucus across the flats. A little bit of eelgrass, not a lot though.
That's good.
And real contrast between the different vegetation types through that lagoon at the different elevations. Quite a high beach berm on the outside here. This is all soft browns, laminarans below us. Actually, it looks a bit long and thin too. Cymathera-ish. And just do some wiping off of the lenses here. try to do a film change. Wow, really weird big white rocks. It looks painted. It's kind of a weird rust colored. Ooh, scared that eagle. I think that's a piece of ice. There's an iceberg. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Mary, get with the program here. Water's changing color again. Here we go. Trying to switch to roll 10. Right. Water's turquoise. Little bits of ice. Okay, we're on roll 10.
Granular matrix in here.
And the water is turquoise, and there's quite a wide barnacle band. A little bit of filamentous green, so there's no fucus. It's just barnacle down to the alaria at the waterline, near shore, soft browns. Totally different looking. Let's try a little lower and slower over by the cliff here before this beach comes along. This is offshore Laminarans. Rocks look really quite polished in some places. It's barnacles, but very sparse. That's bleached. No, it's barnacles. There's Cymathera type, I think. Alaria, a bit slower, please. Barnacle frosting, a little bit of fucus, not much though. Some funny looking bleached reds, and wow, beautiful, it's Costeria. It's Costeria, it's those clumps. That's what it is, eroded Costeria. That's what I saw yesterday too. Couldn't quite make it out yesterday. And there's also some Alarias mixed in. This is roll 10, number 1. And those clumps are looks Costeria. I was going to say Cymathera. There's Cymathera there as well. So clumps are Costeria and Cymathera. Bleached greens, bleached reds. That's a Palmaria. Woohoo! That's the blade reds that get bleached white. Costeria, Cymathera, photo 2. Filamentous greens, bleached reds. Excellent, thanks, Arnie. And there is a few stalked chocolatey or looking coming up there too. But the funny color, the white and yellow, is bleached. Woohoo! Big landslide. Yoiks.
Granular matrix here with some boulder bubble veneer that burned.
Slid off the hill, and then what happened? What a strange feature. Really neat patterns. Oh gosh.
With a sand granular in the middle. There's I can shoot it.
Photo 3. I think we better circle over that little pond there.
Oh, okay.
This is near shore, really funny looking. Encrusted soft browns. This is filamentous green. There's soft browns all along here. Filamentous green diatom skeins.
And then down the granule right in there.
And this little pond is completely surrounded by wetland vegetation. And I wanted to see if there's any eelgrass in here, although it looks like it's just pond scum. Excellent, thank you very much. It's just diatom chains in there. Photo 4. A little bit of fucus on a few of the cobbles there at the outlet beach. Wow, that's really weird looking. Soft browns. Looks like it's just diatom skeins. Oh, those poor harlequins. having conniptions.
Boulder cobble veneer.
It's okay, you guys. Calm down.
Boulder cobble veneer.
The soft browns are all encrusted. And wow, there's lots of harlequins in here. Overall, this beach is quite bare. Although it must be fairly protected, something's causing it to be fairly mobile. Huge amount of material. Wow, these are all landslide toes. Big feature.
Boulder
See if I can take a picture forward.
Boulder. They're all, I think,
it's photo 5. It's a sparse soft brown band along here. A lot of them are really heavily encrusted with diatoms.
Sand granular. Yeah, that'd be good.
Here's our top down.
If you could go up on it, it'd be great. The darker material is granular, then we've got a boulder cobble point, a rainbow over there, there's sort of a delta, wetland area, pebble veneer on that delta in the back. This is all boulder veneer.
There is some nearshore soft brown. 6.
Pebble granular. Now we need to slide left.
See the seal's wake?
Yeah, it was
wonderful rainbow. Woohoo!
got extremely wide flat here.
I've been rendered speechless.
Grade down to sand at the low water
That's a
line.
bedrock outcrop back there. This is a rock of harlequins. Well, so much for the idea that they're flightless, because those guys are certainly flying. Near shore, there's some soft browns, but mostly diatoms. Oh my gosh! Filamentous greens. Incredible landscape. I just can't get over it.
Probably 40 or 50 meters wide. There's the glacier.
Thought I saw icebergs up here.
This is a braided stream delta, mixed sediments all the way.
Nothing growing in the near shore. There's icebergs. And it's all just silty and bare at the waterline.
Neil, can you tell me how far it is to the end
Photo 9.
McCarty Fjord?
Ice lined up a little bit firm. Oh my God. Icebergs.
All boulder cobble. Now we're
Colors are exquisite. There's an iceberg on the beach. Small one, but it's an iceberg. I'm not making any sense here. Not much biology to describe here. Overall, incredibly bare. Amazingly dynamic. Oh my goodness. Mostly bare boulder. There's some fucus across the mid.
Mary, do you have
filamentous green.
How? 10 kilometers? Okay.
Yeah, it's quite straight both sides. There's a little bit of nearshore soft browns.
We've got enough fuel to get the, and be back out at the mouth for our refuel, but it sounds like we're in good shape.
There's nearshore soft browns with filamentous green and filamentous reds at the waterline here.
Very well-rounded.
There's no forest here. This is all shrubs.
Up high.
I think that's a huge glacier at the end. It's just coming into sight.
Boulder.
This is mostly bare with diatoms. They should be seals. Are they seals? I didn't see them. This is all just a haze of green haze in the upper and brown diatom haze in the lower. There was a soft brown band back there, 11. So I'll watch for it to show up again. Nearshore icebergs.
Really
pressure waves in the water. A few fucus plants here along this bit. Incredible.
Wow.
The lens isn't wide enough to show what's above.
I can't possibly get
photo 12.
The marine. Look at the algae.
This is almost completely bare.
Algae, just the green slimy algae. I was talking to Mary.
This is the strangest shoreline I have ever seen. It's a talus scree slope right into the water. It doesn't even look like an ocean. It looks like a lake. The intertidal is fairly narrow. I think either that or everything is so wildly out of scale. It's an avalanche cone. Photo 13. I have to take a picture forward here. This is like totally bare.
Higher tide level.
Intertidal 14. Just a haze of diatoms and filamentous greens. A few scattered icebergs. There's no vegetation in the backshore. It's very high, obviously extremely actively eroding. This is an avalanche cone that's snow and debris. The snow is buried in the debris here. There's a few fucus plants. Here's a scoured off little bedrock knob showing up here. I'll shoot forward for that. There's fucus on that. 15. Incredible. That's fairly recent glacial striae, I suppose.
So busted now.
Photo 8. I mean, it's photo 16. Fresh glacial striae. Incredible avalanche cones. I'm surprised at how much bedrock there is, and it's very black and.
Ready to, or 4 minutes from the end of our tape.
It's black and really rusty looking bedrock. It's that really platy bedrock. So the glacial striae are disappearing fast because of the way it's weathering cold water drainage off the glacier. I can't believe it. So there's no, very little attached vegetation. There's a few fucus plants, and in the upper intertidal there's no barnacles. Glacial striae, oh my gosh. Hanging up the side here.
I think we could cut across here any place.
Wow. Just go really slowly, please. That's good, thanks. still incredibly bare. The back on this side of the fjord, the rock is smoother. I wonder if it's different bedrock. Still no trees though, these are all shrubs. Bedrock, the beach is still quite bare. A few fucus plants.
We've got a delta here, cobble boulder.
Just a haze of diatoms and filamentous green, a few fucus plants scattered.
The beaches are very
I don't think we have a category for this type of shoreline either. Take a picture out the side here.
Probably a sand matrix.
Oh, we're up to photo 20 somehow.
More of a pebbly sand with an
Take another picture forward. Just to show the landscape. Forward 21. There's a little iceberg on the beach. Water coming down. Filamentous green showing up as bright emerald green. Shrubs. Here's an iceberg right in the intertidal. I wonder why they show up so blue.
A little bit longer channels on some of these, so the material's a bit finer.
22.
Boulder cobble veneer.
It's a flock of scoters. Big talus float here. There's a few. Still diatom tufts and filamentous green right at the waterline. No barnacles. The boulder cobble is all quite incredibly rounded.
About 30 meters in width.
Quite a contrast between the upper intertidal, I should say the log line, if there was a log line. The look of the backshore and the look of the beach, really quite different. 23. All the fines are washed out.
24. Finish up my tape right on this bedrock, and we can do a loop here while we're changing the tape.